Okay, I think we're live. I think we're back live. I got green symbols now. That looks good. I just want to double check and verify some stuff, make sure we are officially live. Don't know what's going on with my stream. Some weird stuff's happening. Yeah, I'm going to my YouTube channel right now. It doesn't look like I'm live. Here we go. Go to my YouTube channel right now. It doesn't look like I'm live. Look at that. There I am. All right, we're live. Okay, guys. So, pardon the weird intro, but what's going on tonight is I'm remodeling my kitchen and countertops and backsplash live in Blender. You guys can see I have some Blender chops. This background scene here was made in Blender. A nice little fire lighting animation that I made there. We're going to be working on some of that stuff too after the fact because I'm super hyped to play Elden Ring. Oh, Crazy Pizza made it here. Welcome to the Virtual Steve Show. So we are technically live. People are in chat. That's cool. But first things first, let's get this countertop scene done. Because what I'm doing is I'm redoing our kitchen, and I want to make sure that these countertops are going to look good. The backsplash is going to look good. One great way to do that is if you have Blender skills, is you just make a render of it, see what it's going to look like. So that's exactly what we're doing tonight. Let's start this thing. I found this Spotify playlist for chill beats. Crazy Pizza's got to go. We just got here. All right, Crazy Pizza, we'll be here. Let's come back. All right, so first things first, guys. For this scene to work, we need to open a little program called F-Spy. See you later, Crazy Pizza. Okay, so a little program called F-Spy. We're going to open this sucker up. And I need to load in an image so we can map it to our camera. So I got these pictures that I took earlier. Let's take a look at these pictures. We're going to pick one of these and we're going to use it for our render. This one's pretty good. You can see there's no countertops over here. Nothing yet. Countertops are going to be going on top of here, and these old countertops and these old it's not really a backsplash, but this old backing on the right over here is going to go away as well. So we could use this picture. We could use this picture, or we could use... How many do we have? 1, 2, 3. We got 3. I kind of like this one. We're going to go with this guy here. So this is 171738. So all you do is you drag that puppy in here. And this is how you use F-Spy, guys. This is going to be like an F-Spy tutorial. So you want to find a couple of points that we can trace to. And I didn't really think this out ahead of time, so I don't know if I have any good ones. We can use this stuff over here. So we're going to grab this bottom point here. I'm going to use the bottom of this countertop. Got to find the bottom line there. You guys can't see this because it's behind my head, but you'll be able to see this one. So you're lining up your lines here, and it's going to generate... It's going to calculate the camera position pretty much based on these lines. So that's the first step. And then we're going to use these vertical lines here, because this is assuming everything in the house is actually horizontal and vertical perfectly, which is usually not the case, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to use these lines over here, and we'll test it here in a second to see if this works good. Now, the trick that I found is to get this to import into Blender good, whatever your up and down lines are, you want to turn those to your -Z. So right now, these are red. These are for my X coordinates, X axis. We're going to change that to -Z. Now I can move this sucker around here, and we can kind of see if this lines up. Put it up on that countertop there. Yeah, that looks good. Look, it lines up with that. Doesn't quite line up with that. That might be a problem. But we can fudge some of this stuff too. Like over here, everything's going to be super accurate. The farther you go away from where you created the reference point, it's going to be bad. You can see this These cabinets up here, the line is perfect. Let's go to the fridge. Look at that. Pretty good. Pretty good. Countertops over here, not perfect, but I think we can make it work. I think we'll make that work. So what we're going to do is we're going to save this. And we're going to save it to kitchen counters. We're going to call this COUNTRS counters FSpy. And now we're done with FSpy. This just gets our camera placement done with that. So we're in Blender. Let me make this full screen so it looks pretty. I never use Blender in full screen unless I'm streaming. It's pretty funny. It's not really funny, but okay. So import FSpy. This is an add-on that you can get. I already have it installed. We're going to navigate to here where our counters fspy.fspy item is. And as you can see, instantly it loads in a background image. You got your default cube, you got your default light, and your default camera. And if we move this around the scene, constraining it to the Z-axis, you can see that the block looks like it's moving around the floor. So I think we did a pretty good job here. So let's start sketching out our countertops. Now I don't need to do the total environment for this scene to work here. Just need to do the countertops. So we're going to import, or add a plane rather, and we are going to move it over here because this is our most accurate point here, is where we calculated the camera to the right here. And we're just going to bring this up in the Z axis here, zoom in, because all these countertops are being replaced. You can already see it's not lining up perfectly, but we're going to make it work. So let's get it to the top there. And then let's move it like such. Yeah, maybe we could have got maybe a better FSpy calculation there. So what we're going to be doing now is modeling the countertop. So first we'll grab this sucker here. And we'll move it along the x-axis to get it in the corner there. Then we're going to grab this sucker and move it along the y, pull it across. And as you can see, that lined up pretty damn well with that countertop edge. We're going to pull this forward a little bit. We'll turn on X-ray mode so we can see this a little better. GX, boom. Now, how do we want to do this? This is the question. I'm going to bring this one all the way over to the far corner. Something like that. And we are going to add a loop cut. Slide it over here so it lines up with that. And we can extrude this in the X. And as you can see, it's not lining up perfect. So we're going to have to fudge some stuff. That's okay. We'll move this in the Y a little bit to kind of line it up better. Should be good still. Okay. That countertop is kind of done. Now we're just going to grab these edges and we're going to extrude them in the Z to cover up this. We'll overextend a little bit. And then we're going to grab all these edges here and we are going to extrude in the Z. Now, I'm trying to think how I want to do this. We need to add some blackout stuff so that these cabinets don't cover everything up. We could put a loop cut in over here to make room for our window. And you can see that one lined up perfect. Put in another loop cut over here. And we don't need this face anymore, so we're just going to delete it. Delete face. So you can already see we have the basis of our countertops here. All we got to do now is do this one over here, which I'm feeling is going to be a bit more difficult because of the FSpy calculation is more accurate over there. So we're gonna see what happens if we duplicate this face, move it over in the X direction. Let's try to slide it over. Move it in the Y. Get it right towards that wall there. Then we're going to start manipulating these edges here. I'm in an edit mode, okay. Alright, something like this. Doesn't got to be perfect either, so no worries there. Alright, let's move this all the way over. Yeah, you can see that F-spy calculation was kind of off. But since this isn't going to be a moving camera, I don't think anyone's going to know the wiser. So we're going to put a loop cut in over here. That's kind of like perfect. Extrude this in the Y. And then we're going to do some manual manipulation of the rest of the stuff to get this to look good. So let's grab both of these. Let's go GX, GY. A little overhang on the countertop is kind of what we want, I think. Do the same thing over here. GX. GX. You can see this is not really a straight line, so we want to fix that a little bit. And these countertops will overhang a little bit actually, so probably should account for that. So I'll move all these over a little bit. We want a little overhang. Let's fix this puppy up. Yeah, because this board that we have on top of the counter right now is not really overhanging at all. It's kind of like flush. So let's move these over. That'll give us a little overhang that we're looking for. Same thing here. GY. Boom. And for these ones, we're going to have to extrude up. So we'll do that. So we're going to grab all these faces here. We're going to extrude in the Z. I don't know how thick these countertops will be, but we're just going to pretend like they're going to be that thick. Okay, so now we need to cover up some stuff. We need to cover up the cabinets, and we need to cover up the fridge. We could do this in post if we wanted to, which maybe that would be better. But I kind of like doing everything in Blender if possible, so we'll do it all in Blender. First things first, we need to make sure we're in cycles. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? I want to do it from the floor plane. So we're going to add in a new plane down here. We're going to line it up with the fridge best we can. I'm going to use this to just block out the whole fridge. I really only need to block out the right side, so we'll just do that. So we'll move these vertices in the X direction a little bit. We're just going to extrude this whole thing up in the Z and see how it looks. I think that looks pretty good, actually. Going to wireframe. So really now what we want to do is just manipulate this edge here, really. So let's go GZ, GY. We're going to line this one up down here now. GX, boom. Just want to make sure this is going to cover up. GX. This is going to block out that countertop there. Okay, so I did this all as one object. We don't want that. So we're going to hit Control L to select everything connected to this. We're going to hit P, Control P? No, we're going to hit P to parent it. Make it its own object. Now we're going to select this object and we're going to go into Object Data. Scroll down to visibility. It's behind my head. You guys can't see it. This is going to be a holdout. So if I go over to rendered mode now, let's see what that looks like. So yeah, as you can see, that blocked out the other parts of the countertop. So this will look better in the final render here. And of course this light's over here, so it's doing whatever. It's fine. The reason it looks weird is because we don't have transparency on. So you got to go over to render properties, go down to film, and turn on your transparent option. And as you can see, we did a pretty good job there blocking out that fridge, cover up the rest of the countertops. We're going to get some semi-realistic lighting in here to match the lighting of the windows and the lighting of the above headlights. We'll do that at the end though. Right now we're just doing the basic modeling. Okay, let's do the countertops now. Why are there commercials? I don't want to listen to commercials. So yeah, this is this copyright-free chill Spotify app. You can fast forward through commercials in Spotify. Just scroll. Oh, maybe they won't let me. I'm not watching that. Come on, this many commercials? Oh, they're talking about COVID and stuff. All right, I'm going to mute that for a minute. Yeah, I guess I'm too cheap to have the Spotify with no commercials. All right, let's go back to this. I'm going to use the same object, I think, and just maybe I'll duplicate it or something. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I can just do this. Scale it in the X. All right, we got some music back. I'm not really feeling this track though. It's too happy. Next, flushing the stairs. Let's see if this is any good. Another thing I was thinking about doing on this is just listening to Techno Glitch. You're gonna help? Yeah, you can help. I don't like these copyright-free songs. I'm not feeling them. All right, this one's a little bit better. Yeah, Techno Glitch. I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good here, you know? Let's go in wireframe mode. This is just a basic, you know, block out. I'm not trying to get things perfect here. GZ, bring that up a little bit, like that. Okay. Let's put a loop cut in this sucker over here. Like this. Boom. Then we're going to extrude this face over here. Extrude it in the Y or the X. Which way do you want to go? I grabbed the wrong face, that's why. Extrude it in the Y. I think I was right the first time. Okay. Oh, you're doing your kitchen as you speak as well. Okay, good. Yeah, this is good. This is a request by the wife, which is pretty funny. She's like, do a render for me. I'm like, I would love to do a render for you. I like doing this kind of stuff, you know. This is going to look great at the end. It's a little bit of work. There's probably faster ways to do this, and if I was more proficient, this would definitely probably be better. But all right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add another. Let's turn off this. Something's screwing me up. Yeah, let's turn off that view. All right, let's add a loop cut here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this way over here. Let's go back here. This will let me kind of just isolate this countertop here. This one's got to come down a little bit. GZ. Then I'm going to have to bring this one up probably a little bit. Just a nudge. So yeah, let's bring this one down so it lines up pretty. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're not going to notice these minute details like I'm zooming in on right now. But, you know, perfection is key. So yeah, since it's not perfect, since I see a little bit of overlap here, this overlap, I can just put it in another loop cut, I think. And then I can just grab this line and do a little G to the Z. Okay, let's take a look at the rendered view and see what we got. Alright, I think I'm liking this. So, next things next, we do need to add some lighting. So, let's add in some, let's add in an area light. We're going to kind of position it over by where that window is. Well, let me save this, speaking of start all over. Yeah, let's save. Kitchen counters. Counters. Yeah, no, this is a nice room here. This is a new structure over here, this island that we put in. It was a very open concept kitchen before. Do I still have my other images open? Maybe I can show you a little bit more of what it looked like here. Kitchen counters, photos, bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, I took a couple pictures. Well, I took a lot of pictures, but I only picked a couple. So you can get a little bit better view here, but it's funny, there's dirty dishes in the sink. That's all going to come out in the render. You're not going to see that. Actually, it's kind of covered up now. I got to add a sink there. Now I think about it. Shit. Well, what we can do is we can always just bring this over. We can cut out the sink. Okay, let's get our lights in. So let's bring this along this wall here, because this is my kind of like my reference point. Bring it up, keeping everything in line with. This will just help me line stuff up. Like now I can bring it over here. Now I can slide it over to here, and this will be my window light here. We're gonna scale this in the Y. Maybe the window's that long, then we'll scale it in the Z. Window's about that high. And we'll bring it over a little bit. This will make it look a little bit more realistic when we go to render it, because the lighting will actually be similar to what you would see. I think that's good. Okay, so let's bump this up to 100. And that's crazy. Maybe if we increase the radius. Is there a radius on this? No. We can do the spread. We'll bring it up back more. I don't know. Let's go GX. Bring it out there more. Yeah, that's better. You get some of that lighting coming through the window. We're going to do the same thing with that other window now. So we're going to go GX. Or with a door, I should say. It's like a sliding glass door way back there. So this doesn't got to be perfect. It's way out of the way. I'm rotating it. I'm going to scale it up so it's approximately a size. Well, it does look real because most of it's a picture. But the countertops here are not real yet. We're gonna do the texturing next, guys. That's where I get most excited for. Modeling is fun, but texturing is nice. All right, this light's facing the wrong way, so let's rotate it in the Z by 180. So it's pointing this way. And let's increase that power by a factor of 10. Increase it to 100. Not really seeing much going on here. Does this have any material on it? See, this one doesn't have a material. Let's just add a material. I do have some overlight heads in this room. What did I just say? I said overlight heads? Overhead lights. Yeah, I'm going to do a farmhouse sig too over here. Can I hide this? Alt-H. H. Yeah, look at the dirty dishes. I should have really got those out for the picture. This is the bad sink. This sink sucks. It was when we bought the house. It's still in it. It's probably like 20 years old. It's fine. It's functional. But farmhouse sink, we already got the dishwasher, as you can see, so there's no need for a double-sided sink. And I can't wait for when we have the second baby. You plop that little baby right in the sink. Give him a bath right in the sink. It's nice and easy. Of course, you can only do that for like the first, I don't know, first 6 months or so till they get too big for it. Check them out. New age sinks. Okay. Yeah, let's check it out. Why not? What? Oh, look at this. This is like a delay. New age sinks What is it called? Farmhouse? Farmhouse. Yeah, okay. New age products. Yeah, I kind of like that sprayer too. $500. Dang. That's nice. We could, you know, I might model the sink in at the end. I might add a farmhouse sink. So maybe we'll use this reference image for reference. So maybe we'll get there. Let's close out this. We don't need this anymore. Okay, so overhead lights, just to get a little bit more realism in here. Shift H, that was the wrong button. Alt H. All right, let's add in some point lights. We're gonna send these up in the Z direction, and we're gonna increase them suckers to about 60 watts. I think that's good. And then I am going to spread these out because I have a bunch of these in this room. So we're gonna hit Alt D to duplicate it and then bring it up in the Y. Select both, Alt D. So what's nice about when I selected Alt D to duplicate these, I can change the value of all these at once now. So if I want to change all these to like 120. But these countertops seem kind of bright. Actually, no, this looks kind of good. This isn't going to be perfect. We're not going to get the shadows from the counters unless I model those in, but I don't think you're going to notice this in the final render. So, trust me, the same sink anywhere else is 1200. Yeah, no, that's a lot. All right, we can mess with the lighting at the end if we want to. Let's get into some modeling here. I don't think my render settings are set up right. Let's modify these real quick. So, viewport. Set that for 124. Render, set it to 124. We're going to turn denoising on in both the render and the viewport. Using optics, since I have a NVIDIA card, I believe is the preferred rendering. Yeah, we should do this from the beginning. Look how much better this looks now. Okay, I'm going to do something else too with the camera. Right now it's set at 50% opacity. We're going to crank that up to 100. Boom. And we can even turn off the background. Whoa, don't do that. That turns off the camera too. I can just turn off the grid manually. Yeah, there's a way to do that. Get rid of the axes, get rid of the floor. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. Okay. Oh, look at this over here. This is a little weird. Let's bring this down in Z a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to add in our texture. Texturing is my favorite, like I said. So let's switch this over to the shader viewer. Shader editor. And there's already material here. We're going to call this countertops. Boom. I'm going to add in an image. I actually made this image myself from an image that I found online. Seamless quartz, that's what I made. So I found this image of quartz online, and I just went into GIMP, nothing fancy, and I just mirrored it a couple times. What that ended up doing is turning it into a seamless texture, which if I put it on here, what do we get? Do we get anything? What's going on? Why is it not working? All right, let's add in some other stuff here. Let's hit Control T on this. Switch this over to UV. Maybe we need to UV unwrap this. Let's do a smart UV project. Boom, I think that's what we needed. Okay. Get out of edit mode. So this is that subtle quartz countertop, just a little bit of marbling in it. That's what we're looking for. This is what they look like up close. See how the edges look. I don't know if there's anything going on with the edges. I want to get a little bit more lighting coming from the other direction, just because I know I have other windows in my house and stuff. So I'm going to add in another area light, and I'm just going to move it to the left of the view, because that's really where some more of the lighting's coming from. We'll add a third as well, coming from facing me view. So let's rotate this about the X90. Oop. Rotate X90. Rotate Z90. Rotate Z180. All right, so we'll scale this up. We'll bring it over in the X. Bring it up a little bit. Let's crank that sucker up to 100 watts and see what it does. Let's get some more of that edge lighting. We'll do the same thing here. We'll duplicate it. Bring it over here. Because I got some like front windows and stuff over here in my living room and stuff. And we'll just kind of rotate this so it's facing this way. Because in the actual photo that I took, that's kind of where all the lighting's coming from. This lighting over here looks really good though for some reason. It's kind of funny. The shadows of the cupboards almost look like I modeled the cupboards, which I totally could do. But I didn't do. Okay. So I'm liking this. This looks kind of dark though. I wonder if I need to turn my lights up. Let's turn this up to 300 watts. Yeah, I think that's better. I think a nice touch to make these shine. I think I need to bevel these edges here. So let's select this outside edge. Yeah, thanks for tuning into the Virtual Steve Show, guys. We're doing something a little bit different tonight. After I finish this kitchen render, I'm working on an Elden Ring render that I'm working on. Actually, we'll just bevel it all. Screw it. So Control B to bevel. Just a little slight, little something, you know, just give it a little something. Helps catch that light. You can see it. It's catching that light now on that edge there. So nothing is perfectly sharp. Worked over here as well. Looks seamless. Looks good. All right, let's hit render. Let's see what we get. So let's go render image. Ah, countertop outlets. Yes, yes, yes. Good call, good call. I'm seeing a weird line over there. That's interesting. Look at that. Yeah, totally missing countertop outlets. I forgot about that. So yeah, we can go into X-ray mode. It's funny, I thought I was going to have to take all this junk off the counter, but I really don't have to. Yeah, let's get that outlet in there. The only thing that's funny about that outlet, though, is that it's going to have the stupid plug in it. But we could model the outlet if we want to, or we could just fudge it. I'm going to fudge it. So let's go into edit mode. Let's put a loop cut here. Yeah, outlets are really easy to do because they're squares. So you just do a little something like this. Then you do a little something like this. What is this thing here? GZ, a little something like that. You know what I'm talking about? And then if we pop this sucker out, delete only faces. That's the only outlet that's in the picture. So now when we hit render, render image, and get that little cutout there, we got to fix this. Oh, what's going on here? Why is it doing? We got to fix that corner. I don't know what's going on with that. Why is it doing that? I did something weird over here. Is that just like a reflection? Let's zoom in over there. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's just some kind of weird reflection or something, I think. I don't like it though. Something with the bevel did something. It's definitely very noticeable in the image though. Gonna have to fix that. Let's maybe we'll just remove the bevel here. How would I do that? Let's do this. Let's go scale. Oh. Now we're gonna select all these vertices. Shit, what am I doing right now? Why am I in that weird mode? Yeah, Blender is very confusing if you don't know the controls. So we're gonna scale these in the X by 0. Scale them on the Y by 0. And then we're going to go to mesh. Merge by distance. Boom. Just merged all those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of course, it's not perfectly aligned like it was before. But I think it fixed that weird shadow issue that we're getting. I can paint this plug out in post. Oh, look at this. Something happened over here. GZ. All right, let's hit render. Render image. Now the backsplash needs to be made too. So that's a whole nother fun process here. All right, I think this looks cool. All right, let's do the backsplash. Boom. Let's do some compositing so we can get a final picture of what everything looks like. So we want to add an alpha over node. We want to add in our image that we're using as a reference image. Subway tile. No, we're doing something different. I'll show you. The backsplash is a little bit different based on what the wife wanted, you know? She gets what she wants. Okay, so this is this. Plug this in here. Let's just hit render and see what happens. Render image. Hey guys, make sure you come back tomorrow night too. We are starting our live playthrough of Elden Ring tomorrow night. All right, so I have these slots wrong here. We'll swap those out. Put those on there. Okay, it looks a little funny. There's like some color grading going on that's not perfect. Wife gets what she wants. We all know that. I don't like how... I might just keep the original sinking. Because I don't feel like rendering a new one, really. Yo, what's up, hater? Yeah, we're making a kitchen in the metaverse. You know, this is like next level stuff here. All right, let's render this so we can zoom in and stuff. Take a look at what it looks like. So it's rendering the countertops, and it's going to overlay them over the original image. 68 gigabytes. Where do you... Oh, yes, the install size. I spent like 10 minutes earlier going through my C drive and just deleting everything I could find. This color looks a bit weird. Doesn't look real. I think I'm going to have to, if I want to get this photorealistic, we're going to have to do some color grading with that. Or we could do it all in Blender. I think there's ways to do it in Blender. Oh yeah, so this looks pretty cool. Yeah, I think we got to mess with some gamma levels or something. Let's get this countertop back in here. That's bothering me. There is color adjustment here in Blender. Color correction. Let's see what that does. Whoa, look at this. Yeah, we can mess with some stuff here. So I don't see. Oh, there's the gamma. No, we only want to affect. Oh yeah, we don't want to put it here. Let's Control X. Let's get rid of that. We only want to affect the rendered layer. So let's go to color correction. This will make it look a little bit more seamless, I think. Let's mess with the gamma a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Turn it up. What does that do? I don't think that's what we want. Maybe we bring it down? I'm really bad at color grading, guys. Yeah, we definitely don't want it down. Let's turn it up a little bit. Let's turn the contrast. Oh, saturation might be good. Let's leave that at 1. Why is that affecting the whole image? That's strange. Something to do with the alpha over. Maybe we need to click that. Okay, yeah. If you have this unchecked, apparently it does the whole image. So we'll leave the contrast at 1 for now. Saturation, let's desaturate it a little bit maybe. Is that even doing anything? It's not doing anything. Alright, like I said, I'm not too good with color correction, so we'll leave this out. All right, let's get that kitchen sink back in there. This should be pretty easy. All we're going to do here is we're going to add in another loop cut. I'm going to bring this over on the Y. I don't need that there. We'll leave the dirty dishes in and all. I don't care. So yeah, we bring that puppy there. And then we put another loop cut in here. Slide that sucker on over. Now there's a sweet little trick we can do here. We can select this vertice. We can hit Control-Shift-B. And we can bevel just that corner to get a nice round edge. And we can select that face now. If I can find it. There it is. And hit... how do I want to do this? I think that's fine. Delete face only. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's render it. Say hello to dirty dishes in the sink. Only thing is that, yeah, that didn't get masked out properly. But I'm not going to mess with that now because we can do that in post. Okay, backsplash time. So I'm going to duplicate this because I've been working on this for a while. And we're going to start messing with some backsplash stuff here. Oh, what just happened? Did I just delete that? I gotta just delete everything. Let's hit Control-Z. Okay. This music's been okay tonight. I don't know. I don't normally listen to this stuff, but these streams are weird if you just have them like completely silent. So, little background ambiance can be nice. Let's see if the wife has tuned in yet. She said she was going to tune in. Yeah, she's at work right now while I'm doing this. She needs to tune in. I need some feedback on this. I think this is looking good. The backsplash is going to make it pop though because I really need to just delete all these. Say goodbye-bye to all of this. Kind of need to grab that layer there too. You know what? We'll parent this. We'll go Control P. No, P. We're gonna relabel this as a backsplash. We're gonna just change the texture on this. Backsplash. Boom. Caps locks on or something weird. Man, I'm thirsty tonight. Okay, so actually, I don't think we're gonna do that because I made a model for the backsplash. So we're going to save this. I'm going to open up my backsplash Blender project that I started the other day. So yeah, the wife found this backsplash online that she seemed to like. Let's see if I can show the original image here. This is the backsplash that she wants. So you can see there's some variation. There's some thick pieces, some thin pieces, different kinds of texture. I'm not doing any of the work. No, technical glitch. I'm a bit of a handyman, like a little bit. I can do carpet, and it's kind of interesting. I can do basic stuff, although I don't think I'm that great at it. Freaking commercials. I can paint. I can do, you know, basic trim, blah blah blah, changing power switches. But no, someone professional is going to come and do these countertops. Oh, these commercials are annoying. Okay, so yeah, this is what we're doing. This is going to be pretty advanced. I need to make some array stuff. We're going to be using the array modifier. We're going to be having several different types of tiles. And they're all going to be combined together to make this backsplash. So really, this is like tons of different models together. I started this the other day, and I didn't get very far, so... that looks nice. Yeah, I think this will work good. The wife is just, I don't do anything. Like, if I had my own house, it would literally just be, it would probably just look like this. Like, this is what my house would look like. It would just be Elden Ring. I would have swords on the table back there. I made this in Blender earlier. This is for the Elden Ring string. I'm gonna be working on this soon. So all this is, literally made all this today. I would just be in like in a dungeon. That map back there is actually pretty cool. That's the actual map to the world of Elden Ring. Okay. This is not what we're doing right now, though. Okay. Yeah, my sense of taste I don't think is that good. She's got a pretty good sense of taste. You can see the from the other images, the house. Let's go back to them. I mean, everything but the countertops is new. The paint's whatever, it's just like alabaster white. You got your black handles, your black countertop. She does a good job. We both don't care for the rug too much over here, but it's fine for now. We're living with it. Okay. All right, what was I doing here? I need to take a look at some of this. So let's take a look at just the actual image itself. So the weird thing I found about this image, am I in rendered view? I'm in cycles. What are we looking at? Yeah, you just don't, for some reason, there's just not much color information. Oh, I got it set to non-color. RGB. Okay. There's really not much color information going on here. I don't know why it looks like this. I don't know if it's because of my HDRI. I don't know what's going on. Because if you look at this image over here, there's certainly some color variation here. Maybe I'm not set in standard. Maybe that's why. Let's go take a look. Blender tries to screw you over. There's this thing down here. Let me move myself so you can see it. Color management. I bet this is what it is. Yes, this is what it is. So this is their default setting is Filmic, which is atrocious. You want to go to standard. I bet that's going to fix it. It helped. You could definitely see a little bit of color variation now. Okay. So this might be good. So I just literally just found this image online, the one you're seeing here. And I did the same F-Spy technique that I did at the beginning of the stream to kind of align myself with it. And I just started modeling some little tiles. So let's get our background thing back on. Background image. So there it is. We go to X-ray view. We could see each of our little lines here if we wanted to. I got to think about how I want to do this. This is a bit of a engineering kind of problem. It's like, how do you solve this thing here? Get my volume back on here. Oh, I got some music going on here? Oh, this song stinks. This is going to like put me to sleep. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, distant travels. That's got to be bad. Yeah. I'm not feeling this playlist. Ooh, sand under my feet. It's funny, I could just use my, let's just do this. I'll go to my YouTube, listen through some of these YouTube tracks that I have favorited. Go to YouTube. YouTube has this sweet service where if you go to YouTube Studio, they have all these songs that you can just use in any of your videos. Go to the audio library. The selection is a bit hit or miss, but I've gone through and I spent several hours favoriting some songs. So I can go to my starred songs, and I can probably just hit play. I don't know if it's going to shuffle through all of these, but these are copyright free, so my channel won't get dinged for any of these. Whoa. Yeah, we'll just mess with this for a little bit. Okay. So, where were we? Got some math nodes going on here. Got some bump maps going on here. Let's go to rendered view. Let's get rid of that background. Let's see how everything looks now that I switched over back to standard view from Filmic. Yeah, there's not much, it's not too much variation here in the color. I think we're just gonna have to do all this manual, you know? Unfortunately. But I can use the same textures. I'm just going to modify the color settings here. So I'm actually going to do a split view here of my image. Like such. And then I'm going to make a separate texture for each different tile that I need to make a separate texture for. Some of these you can tell are the same. These bumpy ones here, they look pretty good. Zoom in on these though, because I think... Yeah, the bump just looks weird, eh? Oh, let's go to this view. Oh, some of my render settings are off here. Let's change those. I like to use 124 for both my viewport and render. Turn the denoise over to optics. Bada bing, bada boom. And let's put on our film transparency so we can not have to stare at that stupid background. Oh yeah, so I can use my color ramp here to tweak this a little bit. No, what's going on with that? Oh, I feel like I'm in freaking Castlevania on Netflix right now. Let me switch up the genre here. Let's go to... Oh, they don't let you filter here? Some of these songs are pretty good, actually. Is this one good? Oh, it's not going to play now? No, my audio's not working now. It's okay. Well, so when you go back to Spotify, eh? Guess we don't need music. I kind of like the music, though. It's getting some good vibes from it, you know what I mean? I'll go back to Spotify. Pardon the interruption, guys. What time is it anyways? Okay, it's 9:53. I do got to work in the morning, so I got to try to finish some of this stuff up. Yeah, Slipknot. Hater likes a little Slipknot, you know? Alright, let's put this album back on. Oh, wait, I had another one there. What was that other one? Copyright-free lo-fi. Oh, this might be good. Oh, there's only 6 songs. Alright, let's listen to it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is what I needed in my life. Okay. Yeah, this part's tricky, you know? This is where it starts getting tricky. Alright, this is going to be a subtle bump, Matt. We don't need anything crazy. We can change the distance on this, maybe. Am I in rendered view? What's going on? It's like not doing anything. Oh, I'm not viewing it, am I? Oh, look at that. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's change this back to, I think it was at 0.04. 0.04. 0.04. Okay. Let's like divide that by 2. Alright, whatever. That's fine. All I know is I need a couple darker tiles. So, how to do this? How to do this? I don't know how to do this. This is like too complicated. I wish I could just find like a texture for this online. I really wanted to make this custom and nice with the grout. I can change the color of the grout, all that stuff. I think this is going to be too involved. Let's go back to my other project. Just save it, whatever, okay. How can I make this fast? Yeah, you see grays and white in it. I don't know, it just... the way that I was going to have to make that work is it was actually like not a texture. It was going to be like an actual physical model of all these tiles in an array, and it was going to be kind of complicated. We're going to find a tile texture. They got to have one on here that's similar. If not, I'll make one. Ooh, actually, we could do that. Ooh. That might be pretty cool, eh? How would I do that? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Could use GIMP. We could use... Let's test something real quick. Let's make a new project. Because I kind of like that image that I had. Let's file... I don't want to do this. Oh, I kind of forget how to do that. Shit. There's a way to extract textures from an image. I kind of forget how to do it. But we could probably figure it out on the fly. Let's add in a camera. Switch to it. Let's add in a background image of our texture that we want to extract, which would be this one. And let's make sure we just have it set on fit. That's fine. Opacity, whatever. So first of all, let's get rid of that stupid filmic color management. We don't want that. So I think how you do this is you add in a plane. Actually, let's change the opacity on this a little bit. This is kind of like super advanced what I'm doing right now. I don't know if this is even legal. Oh, oh. Now there's the plane. I need this image back though. Okay, here's my plane. We are going to... Now, if I found a front-on view of this similar tile, it would be much easier. But if you don't have the front-on view, there's other ways you could do this. And I've just been messing around with the clone tool in GIMP, so I kind of know how to use it now. Let's scale this in the Z. Oh, scale it in the Y maybe? Okay. Scale Y. Let's turn on X-ray mode, this will be easier. Yeah, I'm happy that I'm not putting this stuff in. I bet it's a pain. I bet it's a pain. Okay, I'm gonna extract as much of this as we can. Don't know if I'm gonna use it all. So I'm gonna go GXX. What is this gonna do? Is this gonna work? No, we need to just get a snapshot of that. I think that's gonna be good enough. Okay, I gotta figure out if I can remember how to do this. So, let's get rid of our background image. There's a tutorial done by CG Matter, one of my favorite Blender YouTubers. And he explains how to extract any texture from any surface, regardless of its position. And that's what I'm going to be attempting to do from memory here. So let's go to our shader editor. I don't know if we need this principal BSDF. I don't think we do. Let's add in an image texture. Same texture that we were just looking at. Let's put it here. Let's go over to color view. Oh, that's right. We got to subdivide this. Let's just subdivide this 10 times. It's kind of like a trick to getting it to work. Okay. Did I subdivide it? What's going on? Oh, it didn't work. What the fuck? That's weird. Why didn't that work? Oh, maybe I selected the edge or something weird. Select the face. Subdivide 10 times. Do it. Okay. Still looks crazy as hell. It's definitely not subdivided. Alright, I'm giving up. Damn. Everything I'm doing tonight is just failing. Left and right. Alright, let's start over. We can get this to work. Alright, delete that mesh. New plane. Let's bring it up to the view. Scale it down. And we're just going to line up along this line here. So GY. This is so complicated. This is going to take 10 minutes just to get this texture. But you know what? It might be worth it. Might be worth it. Okay. So why didn't that subdivide? We're pretty much back to where we just were. Select this face, subdivide, do it 10 times. Boom. I don't know what happened. All right, that should be good. So now we can get rid of our background image. Now we can add a new texture. We can use our image texture. We'll just use the principal BF. I don't care, whatever the hell it's called. Boom. Hit Control T to get some good stuff over here. Let's use, I think it's a window view. Camera view. Huh. What? Window view. Camera view? Not camera view. I guess I don't remember how to do this. Would have been pretty sweet if I did, though. Would have been pretty freaking sweet. I don't know why it's not working. Oh, I think I can do this. Delete it. I did things in the wrong order. Image. Boom. Control T. Window view. Open. The image. Where's my plane? G, Z. Boom, boom. This is what I wanted to do. Scale it up. Scale it down. No, this is not right either. I'm giving up. Alright guys, I gotta take a quick 5-second pee break, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna figure out how to get this backsplash in. This took much longer than I thought. What are we already in? We're already an hour in. I didn't think it was gonna take this long. Okay, I'll be right back. It's gonna be quick. Technical glitch says, I think I'm the only one here. Yeah, you probably are. I don't ever, it's a big pro tip for streamers out there. Never look at your viewer count. Always pretend like you're live streaming for like 1,000 viewers. I never look at my viewer count ever. I look at them after the fact, after I live stream. But never during. So I always kind of assume, I kind of have a general idea about how many people are watching, but especially based on the chat activity. But yeah, always assume you always got like 1,000 people watching. Okay. Shh. Techno glitch. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in again, Techno glitch. Probably discovered me during my Beat Saber streams, I would imagine. I've actually been doing some behind-the-scenes stuff on that. I was actually going to live stream Beat Saber tonight, but the way that stuff worked out with Elden Ring coming out tomorrow and my time constraints, I decided to just give up on the Beat Saber live stream. I had the stream planned for using my, whatchamacallit, Xbox Connect. Show that off real quick. Thumbnails, avatar show. This is it. This is the thumbnail. I even made the thumbnail for the stream I was going to do tonight. This is the avatar that I made online quickly that's supposed to look like myself, whatever. Using the Xbox Connect to get full body tracking, using Live and mixed reality to play some Beat Saber live on the Virtual Steve Show. But that'll be coming up soon. That'll be coming up soon. Okay, so we need to find some tile stuff here. All right, let's find some tile. Okay. Yeah, I posted it on the Discord. Yeah, my live stream, my link to my live stream tonight got broken, I think, because I had to restart the stream because I was having technical difficulties for whatever reason. Whenever you restart the stream using the service that I use, Restream, it breaks everything. And I posted my link in like 10 different Discords. And if anyone clicks on that link, I don't even think it'll do anything, which is kind of funny. It happened to me like a couple times before. Okay, let's search for tile material. I'm just going to type in... Oh, look at this one. This one looks pretty good. Creamy brick tile. You know what? This might be good enough for what we're doing. Let's pop it on there and see what it looks like. You know what? You know what? That's not too bad. So, let's mess with the scale a little bit, I think. It's not too bad. You would change that single gang outlet to a double? I don't even know what a double is. Let's look it up. Let's Google it. Go big or go home. Is this a double? Is that what you're talking about? It's probably a double. This picture here. Yeah, you know, I'm not... Everything... There's outlets everywhere. GFI USB combo. So this is definitely not what the wife is looking for. I can tell you that right now. Let's hit render. I'm kind of giving up on this. I mean, it gives you a general idea of what things are going to look like. I think it looks good. So we can clean this up a little bit. We'll bring this into GIMP. We'll clean it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do here, let's see if there's any other tile stuff. Yeah, no, I only got one here. I got other ones elsewhere, though. I'm trying to think if there's one on this side of the wall here. I took a video earlier. I don't know if I got it in the video. Let's see. No, I definitely didn't get it in the video. Yeah, she's not too particular about outlets. We got enough, I think. Okay. Yeah, let's see if they got any better tiles. What am I going to search? I'm going to search tiles. I tried searching backsplash the other day. There really wasn't much. Ooh, this one almost looks good if we could modify the colors. Yeah, the tiles that she wants is very specific. You're not going to really find that here, unfortunately, in this service that I'm using. unless I make them from scratch, which is going to be a little bit of a process, which I might still do. But doing it live might be a bit tedious. So I might just render this image and say, hey, babe, this is it. So let's finish this up in GIMP real quick. This will be quick. We're going to take the rendered image and we're going to render it with lots of samples so it looks pretty. And I'm going to hit render, and it's going to render for who knows how long. We got the 3070 rendering, so it should be pretty decent. And then tomorrow night we come back for Elden Ring. Oh, it's doing some more sample stuff. What's it doing? Oh, I see a weird seam going on in the render. It's not. Oh, that's just the veining. – 1,240 samples. It's almost done. This was rendered with 124 samples as well. It looks pretty good for most stuff, unless you're, zooming in and stuff. What time is that? I don't know what time it is, but right now it is 10:12, where I reside in New York State here. Okay, we got our rendered image. Oh, Lost Ark. That game was bad. Lost Ark's pretty good, but it's not for me. That's a game that you got to have some time to play. I wanted this. This is what I wanted. Oh, my stream tomorrow. So I'll probably be going live at 9 p.m. at the latest. My son usually goes to bed around like 7:38 at the latest. And, oh, you're in New York. Good. Yeah, I might have some setup stuff to do. Sound, audio checks and that, which for my first impression videos, I don't like to really play the game at all. So sometimes I don't really get the audio check in perfectly. I can use maybe like another game as reference. I think my stream setup is pretty good based on the games I've been playing for my audio. So it should be good. But I wanted to have all these fancy transitions and stuff done for tomorrow night's show. That's not going to happen. I at least got like a little background image. Snowing upstate. Yeah, I'm upstate as well. I'm about 30 minutes south of Buffalo. So yeah, we get lots of snow. You know about that. Go Bills. Go Bills. Okay, let's save this image as render.png. The wife is going to have to settle for this render. She's going to have to suck it up. We're going to open up my favorite free-to-use program. Well, one of my favorites. Blender's also free to use. All right, let's open as layers. And we're going to use our original photo that we used, which I believe was... I don't know which one it was. I think it was this first one. Was it this one? Maybe it was this one. I think it was this one. We'll find out when we overlay the other image. So open as layers, rendered, boom. There it is. Okay, that was the right image. So now what we're going to do, now we can color grade in GIMP, which is good. We're going to fix up some of the stuff so it looks kind of pretty. Looks like it's still daylight there. Yeah, this picture was taken earlier in the day. I even specifically made sure, like, I was going to do this image last night. It was like at like 10 p.m. at night. I was like, you know what? You got to do this during the daytime, this kind of render. You don't want to... I mean, it's easier to control lighting in Blender without outdoor lights, but you get the better lighting overall, I think, with daytime lighting. Okay, let's just fix up this outlet. I just discovered today how to use this clone tool for the first time, so we're going to test this out, see if this works over here. Yeah, we're going to modify the original image. I'm just going to get rid of this stupid plug if I can. Little clone tool action. You're not going to see this from far away anyways, but it's better than looking at that black. What happens if I go over here? Okay, doesn't matter. wonder if I can just grab this. I could probably just grab this whole outlet right here and watch this. I could probably go boom. Just stamp it up there. Look at that. Clone tool is pretty cool. Why is it bleeding over there a little bit? Can I cut that out? Why does it look like that? Long Island, okay. The longest of islands. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set the opacity of this layer. All I'm going to do is I just want to cut out this, I want to cut this out over here. This will really bring the render together. Ooh, commercials. Okay, let's just cut this out. Something like this. I can't really tell where this is ending, to be honest. There we go, that's better. Alright, we're going to cut this out. We're going to copy it, actually. Copy. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to paste it. What did I do wrong? I screwed something up here. What did I do wrong? I'll take Control Z a bunch of times. There we go. Control Z. Control copy. New layer. Control V. That's what we wanted. Okay. So we're going to put this on top of everything else. Boom. 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 I still did something wrong. File. Open as layers. I screwed something up. It's okay. All we're looking for is that beautiful piece there. Okay. Let's mess with... Ooh, this looks good. We could do a nice before and after, too. Let's do that. We'll do a new group. Put everything here into the new group. Before. After. She's going to like it. She's going to like it. Okay. Let's do a little color grading here. I'm not too good with this stuff, but I think I can at least use the color curves to bring it in a little bit more aligned with I like the split view. Let's reset this. How do I reset it? Just gotta kind of feel around a little bit and see. I think we want something like that. Okay. Alright guys, I think that's going to be the final image. Let's save it. Let's export it. Export as final .jpeg or .png, why not? Okay. We'll make that puppy full screen. We'll take a peek. We'll take a look. I'm going to add an image to my Blender scene. And this image is going to be what I just made. Oh yeah, it's like a super high scale there. My phone's got a really high resolution camera on it. Still should be 16 by 9 though. Alright. It's not perfect, but I think we got the idea down. We had some fun with that. I'll send that off to the wife, see how she likes it. Let me do that now. I'll do it live. Open up a little Facebook Messenger off to the side that you guys can't see. For personal reasons, send this message over to her. I gotta type. It's not the exact backsplash, so she knows. Kitchen counters. Let's send over that final.png. I'll say COULDENT. I couldn't. I spelt it wrong. Get the exact backsplash. Sorry. Okay. They sell 20 amp GFI USB outlets. You love them. Okay, what's next on the Virtual Steve Show? So what I want to do, I want to open up this Elden Ring render. I think I want to make a transition that I can use. So let's take a look at this, guys. This thing's pretty sweet. Looks a little laggy. Things are crashing. So this is the scene that I put together here. As you can see, the cool thing about this scene is I actually modeled it similarly using the F-Spy program. So I put the background image on. So yeah, this is a picture of my room. Boom. Now, of course, in real life right now, there's a green screen in front of that door that's behind me right now. And I use that same camera position to map this. That way, when you guys see the camera when it's full screen and centered and all that great stuff, it's not necessary, but I go a little overboard, and it's actually realistic to the camera position in my room. I discovered this little trick actually on my own when I was making a Resident Evil 4 live stream background, that you can add some pretty realistic lighting for a fire. I literally just found this animation of a fire online. Let's hit play. Found an animation for a fire online. I turned it to an emissive surface, and then when you go into rendered view and you animate it, as you can see, based on the render that I made here, you get that nice detailed variations in the lighting that you get from the fire without having to manually do it. I think the speed on the fire is like doubled. I think it's like a 30 FPS video, and it's running at 60 FPS because I do all my renders at 60 FPS. So I think that's where you're getting a little bit of that problem. Now, the one thing I don't like about this render, I think I want to fix, the Elden Ring logo is a bit hard to see. So I'm wondering if I should add some kind of like background to it. I don't know why I'm looking back there like I can actually see it. It's not actually there. It's just a green screen. Add some kind of like background plate to it or something. That might look kind of cool. It might help it stand out. So maybe we could do that. Another thing I was going to do... This playlist is still going, eh? What's going on with this playlist? Another thing I was going to do is make it emissive. So I had this set up here where I can slide this over. And I can actually make it emissive. So when I hit render, frame here, it takes I think like 17 seconds to render. Whoa! My whole stream just crashed. Hello, testing, testing. Okay,